Hi Gemini, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross-watchers. Cross-watcher, you could be dealing with a Gemini. The message could be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you want to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. Oh my gosh, your card. That's so funny. Okay. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. Just know, over on my Instagram, occasionally I get some scammer peeps. So just know. The only links I have to anything, everything are all down below in the description box. Nothing else. The only place you can access my services is through my website, which is also linked down below. I will never DM you for donations, readings, any of that. So, report and block if something seems like super sketch. Okay, my loves? And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. Wow. What's one more? Shamanic. Is that popping out? Okay. The Empress came in twice. That's super crazy. Some of you guys, this could be about parents. Oh, look at this. Okay. What an interesting reading. Okay. There's your card. Mercury. Okay, butterflies. So you could be going through a transformation. It's think, learn, network, and communicate. You are the master of this. Yeah. So right now there could be something about communications that are coming in, whatever that looks like for you. But for some of you guys, it looks like this. You've got the Father of Horns. There's rivalry here. So that's what I was saying. If you guys are dealing with your mother or father, it looks like this is like some kind of either conflict with them or sibling rivalry, like something along those lines. Or there could have been some conflict around that, or jealousy stuff. I don't know. Like sometimes that can be interesting stuff around, like psychologically between. Don't go get me into it. Like if there's issues there, it can be a rivalry, like for the father's attention that you rival with the mother. I don't know. It's weird stuff, and it's unfortunate. But here's the thing. Gem, I feel like there's like two alphas here, okay? Because we have two empresses. All right, and this is very interesting because I feel like one is technically some kind of mother. It's either you or like your legit mother or a sibling, someone here in your midst that you could be dealing with. And I feel like you are also in Empress mode. That's why I was saying I'm almost getting like two alphas. Okay, and there could be a little bit of conflict around that. Because you have success here, and you see how there was this rivalry here? I feel like in some way you're either not getting involved in the drama, which could be your form of success, but it could be that you're accomplishing something when it comes to maybe even your self-care. The energy and attention that you're putting into yourself is coming out like very good, because that's why I kind of like these cards, because the shadow side, since you have this emotional release and a rivalry, there could have been some conflict here, because you could have been like kind of shadow boxing or dealing with a codependent energy. It could have been emotionally draining. Like you could have been dealing with a person that like would shift back and forth between being super caring and then kind of like they're apathetic about certain areas of their life or their self-care, and it could have fallen on you. And you could be releasing some emotions around this. Okay, just like very typical. And I will tell you that as you work on yourself and you go through deep assessments of maybe the ways like your stuff around your mother, which I'm sorry to dive into, but this is legit. Like, sometimes it can be for some of you guys if you're pregnant or if you're running a business. I mean, the Empress is pretty powerful about what she can produce in this reality. Sometimes you can feel kind of emotional at times about the ways that you wish that your mother or father would have showed up for you. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so where are my cards? Here we go. There could have been something that came up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about Father's Day, that like maybe you were back and forth on if you should communicate, and you could have been diving into certain information to try to learn like how you should navigate through this, because there could be complications and you didn't want to get into any rivalry or conflicts or arguments. And maybe in this situation it usually ends up in that. See, there's this Emperor and the Three of Cups. Which could be a coming together. I mean, it looks... Oh, Gemini. Okay. Switch things up. Are you ready for this? I have to pull those because that felt significant, and so did those. Okay. We have the Hermit. Yes. Okay. I feel like for a while you were thinking about doing something, and here's what I'm getting here is a specific scenario when you actually like go into some kind of setting because you're trying to pull something in connected to a thing that you're producing. Okay, like for some of you it could be a child, but it also could be that you're like putting a project together or preparing something to put out into the universe. Okay, you have the King of Wands reversed. This is so perfect. This is exactly what I'm seeing. So give me a second. We have the Chariot. Okay. We have the Emperor. There he is. See, there's that Emperor. And we have the Three of Cups. That actually did come out, but it's reversed. So let me dive into that. This is going to be interesting. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Three of Wands reversed. This is so funny. I can see this whole thing. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. And Judgment. Okay. Let me tell you what's going on in this little situation. So we have the Four of Cups reversed. Good. Good. So over here on the side, this was showing me a side message. So I'm going to show you this. Okay. There's the Fool card, the Nine of Wands, Five of Wands reversed. Good. So you're like coming out of the conflict, or you're avoiding it in some way. And there's the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. Okay, this is so funny. Here's what I'm getting from this situation. There could be something coming up where you know you need to go like maybe to an environment. It could be a business. I can see something here where you are trying to grow something, because the Seven of Pentacles is kind of like you're trying to get some movement going and some growth on a specific thing that you've been envisioning. You've been processing it for a while with the Hermit card. Like you could have been deeply thinking about, okay, should I do this? So you could have gone out to explore, Three of Wands, to see like, okay, like let me just see what I come across and see what's out there, like explore my options. I feel like an energy will come in, aka this King of Wands upside down, which could be kind of like a charismatic kind of schmoozer. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I see the King of Wands up reverse, it's like it could be a player or an amorous narcissist. But here's the thing, like it's funny that I laugh about these things now because they're actually like really traumatizing, but what else can you do but laugh about all this stuff? It's so crazy. So you could be dealing with a person, maybe they have some sexual trauma. Okay, let me just leave it surface level like that. And they might come across as very suave. All right, like my God. And you might kind of like remove yourself from this pretty quickly. The Chariot card is kind of saying maybe you get in your car and you're like, okay, move away from this situation. I see that you'll feel kind of like good about this situation. And I can see that you're going to go into a different environment and there will be an emperor there. Like there's literally a whole structure set up in this situation. And I can see this person is looking out over the whole, like maybe it's a business, like they're actually inside the building. This emperor is like assessing everyone and everything. And there's all this weird stuff going on that you might not know about. You could have like entered into arena because you're just focused on something else that you need to grow. And there's like all these weird politics and maybe like cliques or things like that. And you're kind of like, something could happen here, especially with this King of Wands. It's kind of like it reverts over to this other situation because the Judgment is kind of saying like you're about to dive into a new ambition or a purpose. Like you're going through a level of awakening, and this situation could have actually progressed because yes, being in hermit mode and isolation is great, but there's also a purpose to human interaction because it actually helps you to do self-assessments. And sometimes entanglements can help you to like realize or come to an awakening that you have an energy still that exists within you that may be tied to pain because you have the emotional release right here, okay? And this unfolds in layers. So that's why I'm kind of encouraging for you to go out into situations and explore, like go out of your comfort zone, like go into different situations and trust your intuition and trust your ability, like your judgment, trust your own judgment that you can be able to see under like the mask, okay? But also, this could be you, Gem, that like if you're kind of this angelic type of energy, it could be that you need to kind of mask that in certain situations for just well-being. Like you don't expose certain parts of yourself, because I do feel like that could be something here that throws you off balance. Like, because I can see here, it might be that you take on a burden here. I can see that you'll dodge like some conflict if you see it coming up ahead, because it might be that because you have this mercurial energy that you're like, you're thinking and you're learning and you're assessing in certain situations. And what this is kind of pushing you in the direction of is usually in these interactions you will deal with both. You'll deal with your shadow side, which can be a situation from your past, your childhood, and that's why anything that reminds you of something similar from the past, that's the shadow aspect that's kind of interacting with your present, okay, which can be kind of helpful for you to see it actually holographically projected in humans that you're interacting with. And it's just saying like, don't get too pulled into the situation, or don't give fuel to this, because this can be about that you're choosing not to get involved in the conflict or the drama. It could be that you know that that's going to bring some kind of burden to you. This is about staying light on your feet and the ability to move quickly, okay? Because I think that's somehow going to help you in this situation. This is such a random thing. I don't even know what this is, but it could just be that there's like something that pops up in this situation and you're like, some weird, it's showing you're going to have success. But for some of you guys, it might be that you're trying to grow something and there's an obstacle that this person presents to you, because it could be a triangulation situation that you didn't realize. Like you could have gone into this situation and someone else could have been like acting kind of weird or made you uncomfortable, or this can even be like sexual, like makes a sexual pass at you and you're like, oh, that's uncomfortable. And maybe initially you could have called out the truth, mercurial energy. But it's kind of saying like, I would definitely pick your battles in this situation, because it's saying that this King of Wands usually has like allies and, you know what I mean? Very influential over other energies, because they kind of like spread their energy very thin amongst others and influence others. So it's almost like, this is going to sound nerdy, but I'm going to say it anyway. You know in Harry Potter where they have like is it the Crustaceous curse? Where it kind of, there's like this ooze that washes over the people when they put that spell on them. Some people can do that with just their words. I have seen this many times. Like, so this person is very, like, they've kind of got everyone in their pockets. And you might not really have a fighting chance to call something out, or, and that's why I'm saying use your discretion and use your judgment on how you handle this situation. Because I would almost say, like, dodge it, you know? Like, it's not worth, even though this is an injustice or it's unbalanced and maybe completely, but you need to, like, kind of see, do what you need to maybe do to go in a different environment and take out the energy elsewhere and do what's best for you. Because I'm kind of seeing, like, just keep focus on what you're trying to build right now, because this might be that this presents an obstacle and you're kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. No, that's not the case. It's just like, keep building, keep doing what you're doing, maybe keep doing research, keep, like, going into certain situations, and you'll find everything that you need. Everything will come together in the right timing. So just kind of trust that process. So let me dive into the extended. We'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Gemini, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.